Hi, hello, all of you. Welcome to my lecture number 15 on stoichiometry. This is based on n factor calculation. Today, I am going to discuss n factor calculations. It's the most important topic for both first year and second year students of chemistry subject. So, let us move to the subject. Do you know what are acids? What are acids? Acids are the species which furnish H plus ions. Actually, these will give H plus ions when we dissolve in a solvent. So these H plus ions will come from this acid when we dissolve the acid in the solvent. For acids, the N factor is defined as H plus ions replaced by 1 mole of acid in a reaction. That means N factor is nothing but how many H plus ions? That means the H plus ion number is there. Na? Number of H plus ions. So what are the number of H plus ions? Replacing 1 mole of an acid in a solution. 1 mole of replacing 1 mole of acid in solution. That means number of H plus ions replaced by 1 mole of acid in a reaction is called as N factor for the acids. Note that N factor of acid is not equal to its basicity. It is not equals to the basicity of the acid. Do remember, N factor is not equals to basicity of the acids. Number of moles of replaceable H plus ions present in the 1 mole of acid. For example, if you take 1 mole of acid, that acid is having how many replaceable hydrogen atoms? That means 1 mole of acid contains how many? That means number of replaceable H plus ions. Number of replaceable H plus ions in 1 mole of acid is said to be N factor. So now we are clear that what is the meaning of N factor? N factor is nothing but in a given acid, how many H plus ions are said to be replaceable if 1 mole of acid is given to us in a chemical reaction. That means acids are said to react with the substances, other substances. That time this acid is said to be furnishing H plus ions. And this H plus ion is coming from the acid which is called as replaceable H plus ion when the acid is taken as 1 mole of acid. That number of H plus ions or number is called as N factor. So what is N factor? Number of H plus ions which are replaceable from 1 mole of acid is called as N factor. Okay. Let us see N factor of HCl. What is N factor of HCl? That is equals to 1. What is the N factor of HNO3? N factor of HNO3, that is also 1. Similarly, what is the N factor of H2SO4? H2SO4, that is equals to either 1 or 2. Depending on the extent of reaction it undergoes, we can decide this is either 1 or 2. For example, if you take H2SO4, if you take with 1 mole of a base, then it can only give one replaceable hydrogen in the reaction with the formation of water. So here what happened? The N factor for the H2SO4 became 1. Whereas if the H2SO4 is taken 2 moles with 2 moles of sodium hydroxide in a chemical reaction, then both the hydrogens present in the sulfuric acid are said to be replaceable, that time we can easily say the N factor of this H2SO4 N factor will become equals to 2. So depending on the extent of ionization, extent of the reaction of the acid with the other substances, this N factor will be decided. Okay, let us see the N factor of H2SO3. What is the N factor of H2SO3? That H2SO3 N factor may be 1 or 2. Why? Because in this there are two hydroxyl groups are there. Basicity of the sulfur acids is 2, but depends on the reaction, extent of the reaction. This may be 1 or 2 like that of H2SO4. Coming to the another example, we have the N factor of H2CO3. What is the N factor of H2CO3 asked? Then it is also either 1 or 2 is the answer for this one. Let us move on to another example. We have the N factor of the phosphoric acid H3PO4, that may be 1 or 2 or 3. This also depends on the number of replaceable hydrogens. And moving on to the N factor, another example we have N factor of orthophosphorus acid H3PO3. This may be either 1 or 2 only, but it is not 3 as per the formula. Why? Because here the basicity of the phosphoric acid is said to be 2 in this one. In this structure of this acid is telling that phosphorus is linked with there are two OH groups along with the oxygen and one reducible hydrogen. So that means here it can able to give only maximum of 2, minimum of 1 in the reaction. So this is the reason behind that one. When it is exhibiting 1, its basicity is not equals to 1. That's why we are saying this N factor may or may not be equals to the basicity of the oxo acid given to us. Now coming to another most important example in our chemistry, that is boric acid. N factor of boric acid H3BO3, that is 1. Although the formula looks there are 3 hydrogens are there in that, but in the boric acid, we have 3 hydrogens are there. We have 3 hydrogens are there in boric acid, but it is not 2, it is not 3, it's only 1. What is the reason behind that one is when this boric acid BOH thrice, we can simply write it as BOH thrice. If it is present in the solvent, it can able to give only the one proton to the water. That means from water there is a reaction takes place to the boric acid. The 2 moles of water, if you take here, there is one H plus ion is said to be reduced. That means from water it can give H plus ions. The reason why we will call boric acid is a complicated one, and its N factor is 1. It is not 2, it is not 3 also as per the formula. That means boric acid is the best example in the examination point of view. There is a chance of asking this N factor and its calculations. Let us move on to the concept of bases. How can we find the N factor for bases? What is the actual meaning of N factor for base definition? That means bases are said to produce or furnish OH minus ions when they dissolve in the solvent in a chemical reaction. And this is also said to be the number of replaceable OH minus ions. Number of replaceable OH minus ions in the solution when the base is taken 1 mole of the base. So here also base, how many moles we are taking? We are taking base number of moles is 1 mole only. 1 mole of base. Okay. For example, n factor is not equal to acidity also is most important point. That means n factor is not equals to acidity of the bases in some cases. If you take n factor of sodium hydroxide, it is very clear. Sodium hydroxide n factor is 1. Like that, n factor of the calcium hydroxide is 2. Either 2 or 1 also possibility is there in the chemical reactions. Depends on the extent of the reaction. Zinc hydroxide, calcium hydroxide said to produce 1 or 2 values. Like that, if you say n factor value we want to calculate for aluminum hydroxide, then that may be 1 or 2 or 3 depending on the equation. Like that, n factor of ammonium hydroxide, if you take it, is a very simple formula. It is only can able to give one OH minus ion in the solution. So this is one for this basis. Let us discuss about salts. Some salts are there. In salts, how we will decide the n factor is nothing but total number of charges. That means either positive charge or negative charge is there. The positive charge, either positive or negative charge which is present on cation is positive, anion is negative. The change is taking place in total moles of cationic charges and anionic charges replaced in 1 mole of salt. Replaced in 1 mole of salt. That is called as n factor. For example, if you take a chemical reaction, you can easily understand that is sodium phosphate. 2 moles of sodium phosphate when it is treated with 3 moles of barium chloride. In this reaction, we know 6 moles of sodium chloride will be formed with the formation of barium phosphate, that is Ba3PO4 twice. In this reaction, to get 1 mole of barium phosphate, how many moles of sodium phosphates are required? There are 2 moles of sodium phosphates are said to be required. Which means 6 moles of sodium are completely replaced by 3 moles of barium. That means here barium is 3 moles and sodium is 6 moles which is replaced. That is the meaning of this one. So 6 moles of cationic charge is replaced by 2 moles of the sodium phosphate. Therefore 6 moles of cationic charge, 6 moles of cationic charge is replaced by we have 2 moles of sodium phosphate, Na3PO4, sodium phosphate. Thus, each mole of Na3PO4 replaces how many charges? That means Na3PO4, if it is 1 mole, it can replace how many? It can replace 3 moles of cationic charges. 3 moles of cationic charges. That we will call it as n factor. So what is n factor? How many? That means how many moles of the charges, either positive charges, negative charges, is replaced by 1 mole of a salt. That is called as n factor of the salt. That means If you take sodium phosphate Na3PO4, in Na3PO4, the N factor straight away we can say it is 3. But after writing the chemical reaction, only we can able to tell the answer. That is the little complication we have in the N factor calculations. Here chemical equation is given to us, so it is very clear. We can write the chemical equation and we can tell the N factor. But if the chemical equation is not given to us, then there may be chances of the different values of N factor in this case also. Okay. Now let us discuss about the salts which react with only one atom undergoing change in the oxidation state and give only one product. Okay. For example, when you want to find the N factor for this type of salts, the number of moles of electrons exchanged, that means lost or gained by 1 mole of salt, is called as N factor. That is nothing but, what is the definition for N factor in this particular case is nothing but the number of moles of electrons exchanged. Electrons exchanged. Exchange means that may be lost or that may be gained by 1 mole of salt. By 1 mole of the salt. So this is the N factor definition for such type of salts. For example, I am taking a salt A, like that. For A, I am taking small a as the number of atoms in the formula. For B, I am taking small b is the number of atoms of the B. So here I am taking oxidation number of A is plus x. Okay. So then if this is said to be undergoing chemical reaction, that is became another number, not A, C, and the oxidation state also changed to Y and BAS became D. Okay. This is what I am assuming. That means which has an atom D which is newly came and the oxidation state of A in ACD I am taking as plus Y. So what is the N factor for this AABB? Okay, then this can be given as modulus of AX minus AY. AX minus AY is the answer for the formula. That is formula, you have to use this formula when the salt is said to be having one atom which is undergoing change in the oxidation state and which will give only one product. Here we have one product only there, ACD. AD is one product, AB is the reactant. In that only A in the reactant is said to be changing its oxidation state from plus X to plus Y. So in such cases, what we will do is to calculate the N factor of the salt, such type of salts, we take 1 mole of the reactant here. AB, we will take 1 mole of the reactant and find the number of moles of element whose oxidation state is changing. That means AB we will take 1 mole. This is multiplied with the oxidation state of the element in the reactant, which gives total oxidation state of the element in the reactant. Usually, we will calculate the total oxidation state of same element in the product for the same number of moles of atom that element in the reactant. That is the thing we will do it. But remember that the total oxidation state of this element in the product is not calculated for the number of moles of atoms that element in the product. So here we will only take the number of moles of reactant only. Okay. Here we will take a best example, that is potassium permanganate. If you take KMnO4 is set to changing into Mn2 plus in presence of acid medium H plus. So if you want to calculate the n factor for KMnO4 in the given chemical change, then the reaction oxidation state of manganese is changing from +7 to +2. Here oxidation state of manganese in the reactant is +7 and the product is +2. So what is the change taken place? It is very clearly 5. How that 5 came? As per our formula, n factor of KMnO4, that is equals to, we told, AX. Here what is the A value for this manganese in the reactant is 1 into its oxidation state is +7 minus, in the product side we have its number is 1 into its oxidation state we are taking as 2 +2. So then this will be 7 minus 2. We got answer 5. So in this way we can calculate the oxidation state of an element in the compound which is completely changing its oxidation state by giving only one product in this reaction. Let us see one more example we have. Suppose if KMnO4 is taken, potassium permanganate, in water neutral medium, it has changed to Mn plus 4. What will be its n factor? So here we have 1 mole is there, here we have 1 is there, oxidation state of manganese in the reactant is +7, here oxidation state of manganese is +4. Therefore, what is the n factor for this KMnO4 in this chemical change? N factor, that is equals to modulus of 1 into +7 minus 1 into +4, that will become 7 minus 4, that is equals to +3 plus 3. So this is very clear. Oxidation state of manganese in KMnO4, if you know in both sides, then you can easily calculate it. Similarly, to take KMnO4 in another reaction which is changed to Mn plus 6 in a basic medium in a OH in the presence of OH minus, what will be its n factor? Here when it is +7, it is +6, its n factor will become equals to 1 into +7 minus 1 into +6. It will become 7 minus 6, that is 1. So it can be seen that all the above chemical changes, KMnO4 is acting as oxidizing agents only. So n factor is not same for all the reactions of KMnO4 we have observed. Thus n factor of a compound is not fixed, depends on the type of the extent of the reaction it undergoes. The n factor will be getting changed. So let us see the next another point is salts which react with only one atom undergoing change in oxidation state but gives two products with the same oxidation state of the atom. So it is a very different example we have in that I am taking salt AB like the previous example, but I am writing the products AD and AF. In that A is small a, here B number is small b, and product first product AD, number of A is small c. I am taking this is small c and this is small e. Assume. So in that A oxidation state in the reactant is plus X I am taking, plus X I am taking, and in the product side AC and AE I am taking is oxidation state is plus 5. So this is the example for this model. For such type of model, the n factor can be written as, for this AB can be written as modulus of AX minus AY is the formula for this compound. Okay, in this we have dichromate is an example. Cr2O7 2 minus gives rise to Cr3 plus Cr 3 plus. So 2 Cr 3 plus ions are there in this reaction. So what will happens about the n factor of this dichromate is nothing but 2 into plus 6 minus 2 into plus 3. We will get answer 6 for this one. So here the product are same with same oxidation state. Okay. If you see another type of salt, the salts which reacts with only one atom undergoing change in the oxidation state by gives two products. Here also gives two products with here not same. I'm writing here. This is different oxidation states of the atoms. So that we will check it off now. So we have an equation in this AABB gives rise to ACD plus AEF. Already it is there in the previous discussion, and this one I am going to change the oxidation state of AF, A of the AF into plus Z instead of plus Y, because here oxidation states are different for the A atoms in the products. For such kind of examples, how you will find out the n factor if anybody asks, then n factor calculation is not possible until we know that how much of A is changed its oxidation state to plus 5 and how much of A is changed to plus Z. So this is because the number of moles of electrons lost gained by 1 mole of AB, whatever reactant is there, it will depend on the fact that how much A underwent change in the oxidation state uh, plus Y and how much A underwent change in the oxidation state to plus Z is difficult. So this is possible only by knowing the balanced chemical equation, but it is not possible as per this type of method. So this is possible only knowing the balanced equation. If you know the balanced equation, n factor calculation for this type of is of no use because problem can be solved using mole concept. But nevertheless, n factor calculation is such cases can be done in a general example given like this. This is Mn plus 7 is there. This can be changed to Mn plus 4 to Mn plus 2. For example, out of the 2 moles of Mn plus 7, 1 mole of Mn plus 7 changes to Mn plus 4 and 1 mole is changed to Mn plus 2. Like that we can assume it. So here, if you write it very clearly, Mn plus 7 plus Mn plus 7 2 gives rise to Mn plus 4 plus Mn plus 2. In that, one Mn plus 7 is changed to plus 4, another Mn plus 7 is changed to Mn plus 2. Such a case, you can easily tell that the first one is changes 3 moles came charge, and second one charge we have 5 moles came the total charge. Okay, that means for each mole of Mn plus 7, how many electrons exchange change is taken place for 1 mole of Mn plus 7. What is the n factor asked means we can easily say that n factor value using it would be n factor is 8 by 2 is equals to 4 moles of electrons. Let us see another type of example, type of reaction we have in which we have AABB is the reactant which is changing to AEF and ACD. You know, small letters are the number of atoms and capital letters are the symbols of the atoms. Okay, and in the reactant side A, oxidation state considered as plus X, The product side, first oxidation state considers one of this one is X, other one is plus 5, plus Y. So in this, we can say these are the salts. This is a type of salt with only one atom A is undergoing a change in the oxidation state, but gives products with different oxidation states of atom. One product is the same oxidation state, other product with a different oxidation state of the in the reactant. See, in the reactant, A oxidation state is X. In the product, A oxidation state is for one product it is same value. The other product is a different value, is plus Y. For such reactions, n factor calculation is not possible without knowledge of a balanced chemical reaction. Here also, without knowledge of the balanced chemical reaction, we can't do it. Okay. It depends upon the actual fact that how much A underwent change in the oxidation state to plus 5 and how much A remained in the same oxidation state of plus 6. That depends on that conditions only we can tell. Let us say an example for this type of model. We have 2 moles of Mn plus 7 is there. If that is changing into Mn plus 7 and Mn plus 2. So here what is happening? Manganese in the reactant is plus 7. In one of the product also it is exhibiting the same oxidation state, and the other product is exhibiting the different oxidation state of plus 2. So in these compounds containing we have different oxidation states of the plus 7 and plus 2 obtained. In this reaction, if you observe that 5 moles of electrons are actually said to be gained by Mn2 plus, gained by the 2 moles of Mn plus 7. So here this is the 5 moles of electron gaining process. Each mole of Mn plus 7, how many? So if it is 1 mole of Mn plus 7, how many moles will be changed? That is 5 by 2. So therefore 5 by 2 is the n factor of this Mn plus 7 for this type of reactions. Let us consider another type of example, that is we have AB. Like earlier we said AB, AABB gives rise to ACD plus EFB, where A oxidation state is taken as plus X in the reactants, A oxidation state in the product is taken as plus Y, B oxidation state in the product is taken as Z. That means salt that react with the two types of atoms, C, A and B, the two types of atoms, undergo change in the oxidation state. Both the atoms are either getting oxidized or reduced. See, X becomes Y, maybe oxidation or reduction. X become this Z, maybe oxidation or reduction. So in such cases, what will happen? So again, we have n factor formula will become equals to n factor of A can be calculated as AX minus AY. So this is the formula you can use. Okay. If you want to find the n factor of B, in this case, that can be equals to minus AX minus BZ is the formula given to such type of salts. Then if you want to find the total n factor of the salt you want to find, then n factor for the salt salt is AA and BB. For that you will add both these values. That means AX minus AY plus modulus of AX minus BZ. So this is the formula, general formula of the this type of salts which is given to us. We'll see an example clearly to understand this thing. That is, we have copper sulfide is there. The copper sulfide and copper is plus 1, sulfur is minus 2. And in that copper is changing into plus 2. Another one is sulfur dioxide, where sulfur is plus 4 in this reaction. See, in this reaction you want to find the n factor of the entire compound cuprous sulfide, then it will be equals to what is AX here. This is nothing but 2 into 1. A is 2 here for reactant. So 2 into 1 is 2 minus the AY. So what is Y for the copper is that is 2. That is 2 into 2. So 2 into 2 modulus plus 1 into, that means we have sulfur is there, that is 1, and its oxidation state in the reactant is minus 2, minus 1 into oxidation state of sulfur is plus 4 in the product, that is plus 4 modulus. So how this value came, you understand? I think, see, the 2 into plus 1, 2 into plus 1 we are writing as AX for the copper case, minus is there, the A is 2 and Y is here is plus 2, Y is plus 2 and A is plus 2, 2 into 2 is 4, so 2 minus 4 is 2 here, and here minus 2, here minus 4, minus 6 inside the modulus is plus 6. So 2 plus 6 is how much? 8. 8 is the N factor for cuprous sulfide in this type of reaction. And last but not least, we have one more very good example for examination point of view, that is the potassium chlorate if it is changing into KCl and O2. So like this it is there. Then in this decomposition reaction of potassium chlorate reaction, oxygen is minus 2 in the reaction. Okay, reactant side, and which is changed to O2 in the product side where the oxidation state of oxygen is 0. While that of chlorine in the reactant side oxidation state is plus 5 and that is changed to minus 1 in the product side. So then each case what is happening here is 6 moles of electrons. Very clearly 6 moles of electrons are said to be exchanged. That means here if you want to know this chlorine is plus 5, here chlorine is minus 1. So plus 5 to minus 1, you can understand how many electrons changed. 6 moles of electrons changed. That means N factor of KCl is equals to modulus of 3 into minus 2 of oxygen minus 3 into 0 is equals to 6. Considering one reaction that is called as oxidation reaction. This is oxidation reaction. Okay. See the N factor when consider a reduction reaction for the KClO3 to KCl, whereas we have 1 into oxidation state of chlorine is plus 5 minus 1 into oxidation state of chlorine product is minus 1. So how much came? That is 5 plus 1 is equals to 6. In both the cases, we got the same answer. So 6 is the N factor of potassium chlorate in the given decomposition reaction.